if the city clerk could please take the roll.
Larson?
Here.
Esslinger?
Here.
Flom is absent. Bulow?
Here.
Stevenson?
Here.
Nichols?
Here.
Muglebauer?
Here.
We have 6 present.
Before Councilmember Larson leads us in the invocation, I should actually welcome you all to the December 23rd meeting of the Oshkosh Common Council. It's a special meeting. We have one thing on the agenda today, and that's to approve and appoint a city manager and approve the employment agreement. So that's our purpose for being here today. Councilmember Larson, the floor is yours.
Sure. We ask for guidance today as we begin this meeting. May all those who participate in our discussions and our decisions reflect the values that we cherish in this great city. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Mr. Larson. We have one new resolution on the docket today, Resolution 24687, and that is to appoint a city manager and approve an employment agreement. I'll take a motion in a second to put on the floor.
So moved. Second.
Discussion. Councilmember Esslinger.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, I'm excited today. As the council knows, and I think everyone, we went through a very exhaustive process. Rewarding, I think, getting to meet some great people. We had 4 candidates that certainly could successfully take over this job. I think that the best one rose to the top here. I think the candidate here has a great attitude, is very successful in what she's done, educated. And the thing that I think I like the most is I think Ms. Grill probably didn't have a lot of the resources that other city managers had in their disciplines in the past, yet she was very successful. And so that tells me that she has the ability to use the resources that she has in front of her very successfully, and that means a lot to me. What I did find out in this process, and I'm an old guy, I was here before, and Mr. Fitzpatrick can tell you that at one time we could require someone to live within the city limits of Oshkosh, and we can no longer do that. And so, to me, the city manager is paid by the taxpayers, comes up with the budget for the city and spends and tells the council how we should spend millions of dollars of taxpayer money. And so there's a couple things in this agreement that I just cannot support. And so, Mayor, at this time, I guess there's 2 things, and I'll certainly take them one at a time. In item number 6, I'll just read it. The city will reimburse Ms. Grill's moving expenses under the conditions outlined in the city employee handbook. In summary, the city policy covers reasonable costs of relocation with 100% of the costs should the employee reside in the city. I have no problem with that whatsoever. That's reasonable. The second part is, or 50% of the costs should the employee reside outside of the city of Oshkosh. And I just cannot support spending taxpayer dollars on someone that would want to live outside of the city. So, again, I take these one at a time. I would like to move to strike the 50% of the costs should the employee reside outside of the city of Oshkosh.
There's a motion. Is there a second? I see none.
Okay. Second, in addition, if Ms. Grill is to move to reside within the city of Oshkosh, the city will contribute $10,000 net after taxes to be used toward the purchase of a home in the city of Oshkosh as their primary residence. I don't think we need to incent someone $10,000 to live within the confines of the city of Oshkosh. So I would like to move to strike that 6B. 6B.
There's a motion. Is there a second? I see none.
Okay.
Both motions failed to receive a second. Anything else, Councilmember Esslinger? The floor is still yours.
Nope, that's
Okay. Any other council members wishing to say anything? Mr. Nichols, followed
you.
by Mr. Stevenson.
I guess just as a point of clarification, sorry about my voice. My husband has to listen to it all weekend, so you get a short period. I guess the general employment practices for city employees in Oshkosh are aligned with what we're offering the new city manager. Is that correct?
Yes,
In terms of relocation, and that's
Yes.
100% in the city, 50% outside of the city.
right.
And that's based on state statute, based on not being able to require someone to live within the city limits themselves. Is that right?
Right. It's not necessarily based on state statute, but you're right about the fact that we can't require Ms. Grill or the city manager to live inside the city.
Thank you. And I just wanted to clarify those points, anybody listening, that this is aligned with what we do for all city employees in the city of Oshkosh. This isn't a special treatment. But I absolutely agree with Councilmember Esclinger that the right candidate rose to the top here. I'm incredibly excited about Ms. Grill to come to the city of Oshkosh and to work with us. But thank you.
Thank you. Councilmember Stevenson.
Yeah, just similar sentiments. I am really happy to have you here. I know this body went through a very long process to try to find the right person, and I think we're looking at her right now. So I'm very happy to have you start working at the City of Oshkosh. Please reach out to me, and I know my other council members are very responsive as well. Whenever you want, we're here to help. We're here to support you, and very excited to have you start working here. So thank you for accepting the position.
Mr. Larson. Mr. Buell, anything? Otherwise, I'll go.
Go ahead.
So Councilmember Flom wished he could be here. He did have a brief statement he asked me to share. Councilmember Flom had some prearranged travel due to the holidays and wasn't able to make it, but wanted to know that while he was unfortunately not able to make this meeting today due to being out of town, he is very excited for Ms. Grill to start her tenure here in Oshkosh and fully support the council's decision to hire her into this role. She brings a host of experience and knowledge to our community, and very much looking forward to working with her. So there's from Councilmember Flom as well. On behalf of me, really, first want to welcome you and your family here. Thank you for all coming today. It's a big day for us. It's a big day for Rebecca as well, and so I want to welcome all of you to Oshkosh. So we started this process in mid-August, almost 4 months ago, and with the help of Lee Zamborski of GovHR USA, MGT, we went through a thorough process that included council one-on-ones to share our thoughts on what we needed as the next city manager, as well as talking about our community strengths and weaknesses. Community members participating in group discussions on what they also felt was needed for our next leader, as well as a community survey that provided hundreds of comments as to how to next lead this community. We then published and promoted the opening through various channels, receiving, I think, over almost 36 candidates from a nationwide search. And bringing us to mid-November when we brought in, to Councilmember Esslinger's comments earlier, 4 candidates for a public meet and greet, where we were able to receive feedback from the public, which we greatly appreciated to be able to have that. Council, along with a community panel and a panel of city department heads, participated in a full day of a round-robin style of interviews with all the candidates. The community panel and the city staff that participated provided invaluable feedback and insight to the council as we went through our deliberative process. And I can't underestimate or understate the importance of their help through this process. And really appreciate all the folks who volunteered and were willing to step up and help us do that. So I need to say thank you to all that participated in the process. Rebecca quickly rose to the top as a candidate within that pool. Your extensive background in local government, community engagement, and your leadership abilities all put you at the top for me. And I'm pleased to say we have an agreement with you to become our next city manager. So I welcome you, I welcome your family to Oshkosh, and I can't wait to see what the future holds. Your successes will be our successes, and can't wait to be a part of those and to watch those for the years to come. If there's nothing else from council, I'll call for a roll on 24-687, approving the agreement.
Larson.
Aye.
Esslinger.
No.
Buelow.
Aye.
Stevenson.
Aye.
Nichols.
Aye.
Mughawar.
Aye.
Carried 5-1.
If there's nothing else on the agenda here, hold on. I have nothing else listed after. Assistant City Manager or Interim City Manager Fitzpatrick, we'll go with that one.
Right,
All right.
okay.
Floor is yours.
I just wanted to add that I know the staff is very excited to work with you, Rebecca. They're looking forward to that. And wanted to ask the mayor and the council if they wanted to give Rebecca an opportunity to speak.
That was the next thing on my list. So
Okay.
if you'd like, if you want to take a few moments, I welcome you up. You can absolutely come on the staff side.
Thank you. I really appreciate all of your kind words and the deliberation that you went through. It was a long journey, I'm sure, for you. It was a hard decision. It was a hard decision for me. I'm leaving a great community, but I believe I'm coming to a great community too, and I can't wait to start and work collaboratively with all of you and the community members and the departments. So thank you again for your support. Appreciate it.
Well, with that, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.